Isn't this really great? See?
Barney's Magical Musical Adventure is a home video only enjoyed by us true Barney connoisseurs. Can I get y'all to sound off in the comments one time? Sip a little something out the right hand. It released in a very weird spot in 1992 as a JCPenney's exclusive. You guys remember JCPenney's?
You observe, what is it about Barney that makes him so hot, makes him so attractive?
Right after the first season of Barney and Friends had finished airing its initial run. In fact, season 2 wouldn't go into production until the next year. When I say weird spot, I more so mean in its aesthetic and presentation. This was the first home video released after Barney hit television, which means it's the first tape put out since Barney and the Backyard Gang ended. So we're already seeing some identity confusion happening.
See?
The original box art for this video has the full package layout of the Backyard Gang, which means if you have it on your shelf, it's going to stick out in a really odd way. And another thing is the opening itself. The video as a whole is amazing, but everything else outside of it felt rushed. Like, the intro for some reason brings up the brand new Barney home video logo graphic, but with the Barney and Friends theme already running behind it instead of the Barney and Friends animatic you'd be expecting, and you're just looking around like, wait, was I supposed to see that? And it peels away to show the full season 1 intro like nothing even happened. Now, of course, this technically isn't unheard of for Barney at this point. Backyard Gang had been doing this even when new costumes were brought out. But growing up in an age where the Barney home videos had already adopted the concept of changing the opening visuals to reflect whatever new special you were watching, this massively threw me off.
It's Barney.
And Minnie.
I love the idea for this video. We immediately are in a backyard with a gang, who, by the way, is pretty much just the original Backyard Gang cast, just with men. This video scratches my itch, dude.
I wish we could visit a real castle sometime.
Me too.
And this is your lucky day!
I think some people are eavesdropping!
Whoa, rude! I'm sorry. Barney shows up and offers them a way to see a real royal castle after hearing them playing pretend, and we get the first performance of Castle So High.
Castle so high, up to the sky, I know that I would love to go there.
Truly one of the greatest songs in the franchise, and I will hear nothing less. This is one of those songs where just the idea of skipping it in any way should get you thrown in jail. It's so pretty, and Imagination Island only made it better for me. If you know, you know.
Up to the sky, wouldn't you love to go to?
As they use their imaginations, they end up in a foresty area outside of Derek's gate. Now, Barney has had its fair share of "we're in a jungle now" situations where it's a soundstage that just has trees and stuff, but here it feels a lot more vibrant, and I've always enjoyed this big shot of where they are in the background looking as lush and open as it is. It's so beautiful looking.
See?
At a point in this video, we get the famed time lapse that the Lions group loved so much, bro. You just know anytime they got to speed up some footage, someone in the editing room was like, yeah, let's go.
Oh, no, you don't. I say you won't.
Get out of my way, move!
They make friends with a lonely elf named Twinkle. They sing songs, and we never see her again for the rest of the franchise. The end. For all we know, she could be chilling with Moonkin for all of eternity. And what was his name? Farmer Earl? Jason Earls from Three Wishes. These are such pretty shots, dude. What on earth?
I call it bold and brash. More like
Barney's Magical Musical Adventure. Barney's gotten a bit better at padding for time since the start of season 1. We all know I've had my grievances with that. Look, they need a reason to play around before the castle opens, so they imagine they have horses like the people inside and start messing around and playing with the play horses. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is how the cast seem like they're genuinely just having a great time. Like, this is less of a job playing characters and more like they're just at a daycare. It really adds to the authentic pretend session they're having. Once the castle opens, they go in and chat with the king, who of course already knows Barney.
The king and I have been friends for a long, long time.
ever since I was just a little prince.
Always been fascinated by this running thing the show has done where adults know of Barney, not because the production forgot that he's not just supposed to be seen by everyone, but because that adult grew up with their own Barney plush, assumably, when they were little. So when the kids are playing pretend with him, they understand it and in a way pretend like he's also there too. It's a lovely concept and something more thoroughly grasped in the early years compared to the latter. And also just the fact that the king knows each of the kids' names because Barney has told him all about them.
Barney's told me all about every one of you.
Like, Barney loves them so much, he's got to tell his friends about them. Is that not the cutest thing you ever heard in your life? Because the king wishes to go fishing, Barney and the backyard gang watch over his castle while he's gone. And of course, they sing Old King Cole, and you know, I think them having that song played twice in the show's first episode for like 2 full minutes has been enough listens for me for a lifetime, to where anytime I hear it now, I'm just expecting them to loop it like twice. I'm like, no thanks, dude, I'm good, I already ate. This is the last time on new official video that we see monstrously tall Baby Bop before they gave her the shrinking potion, and I honestly do not miss this costume. I know y'all see that Marie Callender's chicken pot pie, boy. They actually get a lot of mileage out of the castle setting and pretending to be part of the royal establishment, because a lot of time is spent here after the king goes fishing. A lot more time than I initially remembered, actually.
Thanks for letting us visit.
You are welcome.
We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Farewell, friends.
This is nothing super special, but when they open the castle door and it cuts back to Derek's fence, it was so satisfying. Like, I don't know why, there wasn't even a transition there, but something about it just felt really nice. We get a reprise of Castle So High, now called It's Good to Be Home, and this is part of what made this a top 5 song to me.
Wherever I go, I always know my home is a castle to me.
The cast feels so connected with each other in this video, unlike really anything that came before it, likely due to how long they've been around each other at this point. And Magical Musical carries the vibe of the Backyard Gang era videos to a T. An extravagant adventure, good set design, and returning back home at the end. Only thing that would have really sold it for me would have been hiding Barney from Derek's mom or something, but that of course had been abandoned when Barney had PBS. The spirit of this home video is evergreen, and just thinking about it always makes me smile. This really was the start of the golden era for Barney. Season 1 had already started off a little rocky, but like it was gaining its footing. Magical Musical Adventure, I feel, really stepped it up to where just about anything that would come out after it for the next few years was basically cemented in gold. It's a home video that doesn't get talked about all that much just because it just sort of exists. There was no real rhyme or reason for it, but it's truly a classic.
Wherever I go, I always know my home is a castle to me.
Alexander, Amanda, Austin, Autistic Disney, Chaco, Daniel, Emilia, Gwen, Helen, Ian, Jake, Luke, Manny, Matt, Prima Donna, Thomas,